All right, today we're going to be talking about giving time to yourself. So there's a difference. It's a small one, but there is a difference between giving time to yourself and giving yourself some time. I had to read it real quick because I wrote it down, right? So, of course, when I do these videos, I like to put my perspective and put myself and tell you guys like a little about my journey, right? So it started, I want to say yesterday, started actually like 2 days ago. I wasn't really feeling myself. Um, I was feeling like, you know, of course, growth is not always a steady. Sometimes you have your dips and whatever, but it's important that you stick to whatever it is you're trying to achieve and keep going forward, right? So I was feeling a little bit like, maybe I should go back to my old ways, right? And of course, I don't want to do that. So, I wake up 6 a.m. My Muay Thai instructor Danny comes over at 10. From 6 to 10, there was a lot of time I could have just said, I'm not feeling it today or whatever. But instead, I he came over, we did a training session, it went amazing. He was saying, yeah, my kicks are getting really good. Everything is getting better. And soon, like he even said, like soon, maybe, if you really wanted to, you can get into the ring. So, I was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, of course. And throughout the day, I was still feeling like, what's going on because, I have practice Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So, now today is, I believe, Friday. Today is Friday, right? So today is Friday. So I have more time than normally to more sit back and reflect on just whatever's been going through my life. And after training, I was like, yeah, I feel okay, but I'm still feeling like I'm missing something. I go get a massage and I talk to the people there. I'm cool with the masseuses and I'm cool with the owner. Like the owner showed up and we talked a bit. And I was still feeling like, something's not right. So, I go home and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like I even was studying my Thai and I was like, I'm not really getting it right now. Something's wrong. And I even went back and I started reading my book again. This book right here, this is the book that really helped me start moving towards something that I want better for myself, right? And it's one of those books that even though I'm like 95% done, I don't want to finish like these last couple pages because it's like, okay, well, there it is. That even though like it's a book, you could open up legitimately what I do with it. Like I just open it up and I skim through it, like whenever I'm feeling down, because there's a lot of good advice in here. And a page 261, if you do end up getting this book, I highlighted it and circled it right here. I'll read it for you. It says, achieving true happiness. Happiness doesn't come from other people, from places or things. It comes from within. And of course, that's true. And you know, a lot of my motivation, of course, is just, spreading positivity, but, creating friendships and creating memories. And even in that, it's like, I feel like something's missing, right? And like I said, progression, it moves up and down. So always remember that. Never get too hard on yourself if you like fall back or whatever. Like, I realized I didn't give myself some time, right? And that's what I should do, right? I'm not training, so I should go and meditate. And that's exactly what I did today. Like I was feeling like, what's going on? Like I read the book and when I read it, I was just like, yeah, that's true. And I just didn't click like, oh, I should actually do that. I should, you know, give time to myself, not give myself some time because giving yourself some time essentially means you're waiting for something. Like, say you can't do 15 push ups. Well, if you give yourself some time, you'll eventually be able to do it if you keep practicing. Versus giving time to yourself, that means you're taking time that you could be doing anything. And you say, no, this is my time. This is me time. This is my way of relaxing and reflecting, right? And so for me, it's meditation. Meditation is scientifically proven to give you a whole bunch of benefits. So when I say, people should meditate, I'm not just saying it for like some spiritual, mumbo jumbo. It legitimately helps the human body. So I think, if you were to start meditating, it could help you, but whatever it is that you give yourself time to reflect on, whether it's drawing or making music, You should definitely do that more whenever you're feeling unbalanced. That's the easiest way for me to put it. I felt, my martial arts is getting good, my Thai is getting good, but what am I missing? Oh, it's myself, it's my me time. And I even thought about it. I went and I smoked a little bit because, starting my spiritual journey, it started with marijuana legitimately. And it's helped me, but it's gotten to the point where I don't really need it anymore. I more use it just to try and relax more or try and think more because whenever I do, smoke, because I smoke indica, I don't smoke sativa. Sativa is more like you trying to go out and enjoy the day or something. Indica is more to sit back, relax. So whenever I'm, sitting back and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, am I happy? I hear all these other voices and they're saying, yes, yes, yes. Like, of course I'm happy. And it's like, what's wrong with me? Why am I tripping? And I heard my voice. I was like, you're always tripping, which is true. I am always tripping. Like I always trip about anything, right? And I just started laughing. I was just like, like you can ask Fern because I was just chilling with the book and next to Fern, I just started laughing. It's like, yeah, I am always tripping. That's just who I am as a person, right? So that's nothing that I need to change, nor should I really want to change. It's just who I am. I trip sometimes. It just is what it is. So, I took that and I took the book and I was like, damn, you know what? Right, that's my issue. So this morning, even though I should have made this video earlier, I think it's better now that I took time for myself to really formulate everything that's going on around me and who I am as a person and how I'm growing and changing because I'm legitimately changing. I am changing into a more positive person. And for the longest time, I wasn't like that, right? I was positive growing up, always smiling. Like legitimately, people would see me and they would say, what are you smiling about? Why are you smiling? Why are you always smiling? I just like to smile, right? It's just my default. At least it was. And then, life happens and it slowly does change you, right? You are who you hang around. So I started hanging around more pessimistic people and it started turning me more pessimistic, right? And now I don't have those people around me. So I am slowly becoming more of who I was as a child. But who I was as a child, I already personally reconnected with. And, everything for me on the inside is good, but you also need to take time for yourself. Legitimately have to take some time and give it to yourself whenever it is, whenever you can. You know, in life, you always have to make sacrifices. So it's funny. I watched a video last night. He was, it was a man, he's in the mountains, like beautiful view. And he was saying, like, yeah, I was a MD, a medical doctor, and I quit my job. Um, because and like he tells a story, it's like a 40-minute video, right? And I just watched the whole thing. And basically to just summarize his story, he wasn't happy doing his job. Even though his job pays well, it's very stressful being a doctor, having to go into surgeries and change people's lives. And he even gave a perspective that I never like. Of course, you hear about how, oh, the medical system is rigged, but he was saying stuff in that video where I was like, it's a good thing you're in the mountains, man, because what you're saying could legitimately put you in danger if like the right person, aka the wrong person, heard your story. And his video got 100,000 views in like the first 24 hours. So a lot of people heard what he said and saw what he said. And I even left a comment. I was like, man, I commend you for taking your life into your own hands. I think more people should honestly do that. But of course, when I say take your life into your own hands, figure out who you are. And then after you figure out who you are, figure out how you can contribute to the greater society. Because I'm no fool. I know for a fact we need society as humans. If everybody was to legitimately just do whatever they wanted without any thought of what would happen to the next person, the world will go to chaos. 100% it would, right? So when I, say people should take their lives into their own hands, like, yes, grow as much as you can. And then whatever you learned from your growth, you should 100% just share it. Share whatever it is that you learned or share whatever it is that's going to drive you in your new passion and your new pursuit. Because whenever we help each other, everybody's helping each other, the world just becomes a better place. It just been proven. But, there's outside factors on everything. But that's a whole nother tangent for a whole nother topic. All I have to say, and I'm gonna end this video, we're at the 10-minute mark. That's amazing. That was pretty quick. But yeah, give time to yourself. Not give yourself some time. You give yourself some time whenever you're trying to complete something. You have a goal in mind and you can't reach it, but it's tangible. You give yourself some time. Whenever it is you have a goal that's tangible, but it's out the way, and right now you're not even feeling if you could even make your goal. That's when you give time to yourself to say, hey, you can make your goal as long as you sit back, relax, figure out what it is that you truly want, and say, okay, I'm going to pursue it. Because as humans, we need these pep talks. There's a reason why motivational videos, motivational speeches exist, because we as humans need to hear it. If you're constantly in your own head 24/7, expect to go in circles and go crazy. You need an outside perspective, which is why these types of things exist. So remember, you can do it. Just give time to yourself. You'll eventually get through. It's just going to take some time. So yeah, give time to yourself and give yourself some time. Do both of those. It'll help. Till tomorrow, I'll see you guys. Be safe. Namaste. And yeah, if you guys do want to check out this book, I honestly like this book has changed me, but it is what it is. Good vibes, good life, right? It's actually called How Self Love is the Key to Unlocking Your Greatest whatever. It's a complicated looking title, but here it is. You could just screenshot it by Vex King. It's a cool book. I enjoy it. I'm gonna pick up more books. Like this, like my entire journey of growth, it all started from reading books, right? To read what somebody else has wrote, it's like you're having uh it's like having a conversation in your head, but you're mostly just listening. And then whenever there is a time for you to like put your own perspective in, like I said, it's in your own head. So it is what it is. So I definitely would advise people to pick up reading whatever it is that you want. Like if you want to make money, there's books on money. If you want books on personal growth, there's books on that. If you want to just be entertained, of course, there's books like that too. But it all started with reading for me. So as soon as I started reading, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do in my life. Started taking martial arts seriously. I started taking learning another language seriously. Started taking my human development seriously. And that's currently what I'm focused on, my human development and sharing everything that I've learned with you guys because I can't take it all to my grave. I might as well share it. All right. Till tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Have a good one. Um, YouTuber videos coming out soon, and I'm gonna do like the outfits. I've totally forgot to do the outfit rating, but I plan on doing that. All right. Till next time. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.